Okay YouTubers, welcome to the museum floor here at Brooks Collectibles for what I'm going to call Toy Tuesday on a Thursday. Sorry it's late. This is me from the future quickly interrupting this video to explain that it's actually going to be a Toy Tuesday again. It's taken me so long to edit this video and the other one and get all the stuff done at the shop that this is going to be this week's Toy Tuesday, not last week's, which it was meant to be. Does that make sense? I don't know, but back to the video. And also we're going to be giving away that golden Rodney soon too. We've had quite a lot of deliveries at the shop this week, not including these boxes here. These have actually been sat around for a while, and that's why I'm going to get straight to the point with this video. We are doing an unboxing and comparison. We're doing vintage Corgi versus modern copies of vintage Corgi. Let's see if they're any good. So for those of you who collect Corgi toys, you'll know of the Corgi Collectors Club. And they've put out a number of really cool models like the James Bond Aston Martin, which is over there. I've got a Saint car behind me, but they've also been doing some of the more ordinary, well not more ordinary, but some of the traditional style Corgi cars, which are in these boxes here. So let's just have a little look. What is that? Is there a model? Oh yeah, there's a model. Right, so we have one magazine with elasticated pants for old men, get rid of that. We have got a tin to keep your marijuana in, and we have got a 1967 Monte Carlo winner b.m.c. Mini Cooper S Corgi 339, which is this. That's a lot of packaging for that, isn't it? I mean, surely they could cut back on that. So this is what we are interested in. This is the original, and this is the modern reproduction by the Corgi Club. So how do they measure up? Well, first of all, the modern box is a little bit smaller. It is shinier. It is very, very similar all round. I mean, obviously this one's a little bit faded. This one does look a little bit, I think the older one looks nicer actually. This one is a little bit, although it's shiny and everything. Should we take a look at the models? Psycho knife ready. I'm just carefully opening up that end like that so that I don't rip the end flap of the box. So if I open this one up, the first thing you'll see straight away is the end flaps are different. The insides, there is a little bit of writing on each one. Let's see what this one says. Join the Corgi Model Club, and that's more like it. I don't know, has that got this one on that side? Yeah, oh yeah, right, so. Well, they have matched it each end with what it says on the labels there. That print on the old one is a little bit double printed, which I think is why it's not as sharp, but I still prefer the older packaging. So this is the model. This is the original model. Monty Carlo Rally winner from 1967. Yes, they won 3 times, 1964, 1965 and 1967. And this is the one that is quite a famous model by Corgi. And you see you've got the Monte Carlo Rally badge on there. You've got all those nice jeweled headlights. You've got this very cool roof rack with the 2 tyres on. License plate on the bonnet. There's a little bit of wear on that with its age, but we'll forgive it. And I think this, yeah, this has the, this is the Glidomatic wheels or suspensions. It's suspension, the Glidomatic. I have to put 2 pairs of glasses on to read this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this model has a Glidomatic spring suspension. You've got nice spun wheel hubs there, and don't know what that was. Lots of really great detail. Right, let's take a look at this alongside the Corgi Club reproduction. What have we got in here? We've got a little piece of paper. 1967 Monte Carlo b.m.c. Mini Cooper S. I've got 2 pairs of glasses on if you're wondering. For years in succession, the little b.m.c. Mini Cooper S has beaten all corners in the Monte Carlo Rally. In 1966, the Mini Coopers were the first 3 places, but were disqualified on a technical point of minor importance. Technical point of minor importance? That's an outrage. Back came b.m.c. in 1967 to win with the same kind of car. Expert driving, team management, that reads really badly, to win with the same kind of car, expert driving and team management. comma should have been there, not where they put it. I'm not going to be pedantic though. Which had produced earlier Monty victories, which means Monte Carlo, I presume. For each of these, Corgi made winning models, beating all rivals in a race to produce a model Monte Carlo souvenir. In 1967, Corgi does it again with a Mini Cooper equipped like the actual car, with a distinctive mud flap, sump guard and a roof rack. The winning team for 1967 was Rauno Altonen. Two guys won it in 1967 and Paddy Hopkirk won it in 1964 with Timo Mikkonen. Those are both names that I can pronounce. So that's that little bit of paper. You also get, with the modern one, this nice little certificate, which means nothing because we've made hundreds of millions of. So, first impressions. So this is the new one alongside the old one. And I'm going to say from the start, I think up close, looking at the dual headlights on this, although it may not show in the camera, is the dual headlights on the old one are a lot better. The paintwork is obviously brighter and shinier, and I'm going to say the front guard looks a bit, the front Monte Carlo post looks a bit rubbish. And I'm also going to say the sump guard underneath, that's the old one, and this is the old one, and that's the new one. Oh, an aeroplane going over. Good thing about these two is there are obvious differences. I have to say I do prefer the original version. That's me being a toy collector. But this version by Corgi, by the Collectors Club, is really good. They've made the numbers look a little bit antique-y. I'd say on the back the Monty Carlo Rally sign is smaller. The chrome is shinier. The headlights aren't as good as the old one. I mean, size for size, they're pretty similar. The difference is this one has a brass sump, whereas that one's got a metal one. Rivets are slightly different underneath, but other than that, it is a really good representation of this model. It's well worth the money, to be fair. I'm quite seriously impressed. But again, like I say, I do prefer the original. It does have a little bit of rustic charm. You can tell the wear and tear. You can tell it's old, and it's very cool. It's a cool car. I mean, bear in mind, this is a model that, this was released in '67, I think, by Corgi. They'd used this casting since the early '60s to do various other rally cars. But it's still, I mean, it's still very crisp, very clean. This is a slightly different shape. It's not a direct copy of this. They've resculpted this. The vintage one wins, but that is great value for the money. Should we take a look at the Porsche? So, next box of ridiculous packaging. Let's have a look what we've got in here. So, we've got one car, some bubble wrap, a massive bubble, a elasticated waistpants book for old men, a certificate, and a massive empty box that nobody needs. Right. Much puzzlement as to why the picture on the front is a green car and inside it's a different colour car. And what I am going to say is these boxes, the older one is it's a fraction bigger. It's only a couple of mil, but it is a larger box. They are very similar. The only way you can tell this one is a little bit older is when you turn it round, that image is upside down. And also in pencil, it's got the old price on it, 7 and 9. In fact, someone's put a sticky label on there, which is a big no-no. I think it's got 3 and 6 on the front as well, so it's, I don't know what the difference is between 3 and 6 and 7 and 9, but it might have gone up in price. Yeah, when you see a lot of old cars, normally they have the price written on the end in pencil. You just can't get away from that. That's what they did in shops in those days. Right, let's open them up. That is such a great toy. I love that. Straight away. It's an epic model. Such a cool car. So this is... Really? Told you, born clumsy and never recovered. So this is the Porsche 906 or the Carrera 6, I think. Yeah, Carrera 6. Racing car. I think they only made 50 of them. And it was also street legal as well, which is very cool. I think it had 210 brake horsepower from memory, something like that. And it was it one of the first Porsches to use fiberglass instead of aluminium to keep the weight down? I think it was something like that. Anyway, I may be completely wrong. So just the back opens up, nothing else. No, everything else is sealed. And you've got a little bit of engine detail there. And this is the Corgi original, the vintage one. I think that's fantastic. I'm gonna put that, and you can't see it. I'm going to stand that on there, and I'm probably going to knock it over in a minute. So with this one, Porsche Carrera 6, originally available for 2 years between 1967 and 1969. I think they did re-release it later though. The Porsche Carrera 6 is typical of the high quality models Corgi produced during their golden era. I suppose it is kind of a golden era car in between the sort of James Bond and the Batman era of really great miniature toy making and detailing. Let's have a look. There are 2 versions with a red or blue bonnet and doors, the later being much rarer. So this is a red door, and there was a blue door version as well. Should we see if this one, let's see what this one is in here then. Come on out. Ah, okay, right. So this one, this must be the rarer version. And straight out the box, a tiny bit of paint missing there. It's a lot heavier than the old one. Wheels are similar, numbers are good, that's loose. A lot better mechanism on the old one. Oh, look at that as well, I don't know if you can make that out, but there's a great big lump on the wheel. There's a casting floor on it, which is a bit rubbish. Yeah, it's a bit rubbish. So there is a casting error on the wheel, which is rubbish. It's heavier. Very similar inside. It's very similar inside there. Dual headlights are good. I mean, again, overall, it's a pretty good rendition of that. I'm really impressed with the Collectors Club, but again, this one definitely hands down the vintage one wins. Right, I'm going to go because there's some people coming up in the museum. Take care, stay safe. Next week we'll be announcing the winner of the Golden Rodney, so keep an eye out for that video. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon for another Toy Tuesday. Seriously, why do I always get a text message while I'm doing a video? Thank you everyone for helping me reach 4,000 watch hours. Now is the time to find out when you can get your hands on my Golden Rodney. Let's see who the winner is. Well done, Jay. Congratulations on winning the Golden Rodney. DM me your personal details and I'll get this in the post to you. Take care, mate. Thank you very much. Take care and I'll see you soon for another Toy Tuesday. What's the one thing you shouldn't do before starting a YouTube video? Answer is eat a load of chocolate.